6:30 at night, so 6:30. It's early in the morning in the U.S. I'd be surprised if anybody, 6 o'clock in the morning in the U.S., 3 a.m. I'd be surprised if anybody fucking gets on this stream. Not one person. Unbelievable. You gotta be shitting me. Oh well. That's the way it goes. 3 people. Oh wow. I feel so good now. This is not a 13-hour train ride. It could be up to 24 hours. What did I get myself into? A big adventure, I guess. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Mallin's Big Adventure. Coming to you live from the upper class. Fidelity Quester. I was wondering about you today. Martin. I'm on my way to Yay. You know, it was funny, but I get here, and of course, you know, Nanda's like, oh, I think it's going to take you around 13 hours. I'm like, yeah, you sure? Because that's what I thought it was, but I'm not sure. Are you sure? He's like, I think so. I'm like, okay. He's like, that's what they told me. I said, okay. So then when we get there, they say, might be 13, might be 14, might be 18, even we might get there tomorrow night, which is 24 hours. And when I left, before I left, I was like, I need to make one last pit stop at the toilet. But you know what? I wasn't really ready, if you know what I mean. So now I gotta wait another 24 hours because there ain't no way in hell I'm using the toilet in this place. This is the best that they have in this car. This is it right here. This is upper class. It's better than first class. This is the best they have. So, take a look. At least I'm in a recliner, and you know, they don't dare put anybody next to me, which is great. No, there is no, well, the first class is actually like a second class. I'm in the upper class, which is better than that. How do I know how old the train is? It's old as fuck, though. I love it. This is one for the books right here, man. Yeah, I'm living large, man. You know, you go upper class. You can't go any better than that. I'm trying to laugh, but there's no restaurant on here either. It's just the guys walking back and forth, you know. So hopefully I have some small money because I know I have a little bit of 10,000. Yeah, well, I mean, what am I gonna do? I got myself into it. I'm the one who wants to do it, so I understand. You know, it's like, hey, I know the risks that come with that. Seriously. Doesn't mean I enjoy it every minute of it. But, you know, I'll crank up some tunes. Yeah, well, I hope I don't have a stroke on this fucking train because I ain't going to make it very far. Yeah, that's it. Character. Yeah, character. I always like that. You know, don't worry about your nose, how your nose is kind of crooked. It gives you character. Yeah. Uh-oh, bad connection. I don't know how long this stream's going to go, but if it goes off, you'll know why. Coming to you live from the confines of a beautiful well, it's not brand new. And you know, everybody wants to be in the screen. They think I'm on like some fucking TV star. It's great. Or they run away from the camera. You see if I can see this temple out the fucking window here. I'm not sure. Yeah. Thank you. It's nice to be appreciated. It's like I call my wife and my kids and it's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, well, I'm sitting on this train here. I'm going to be on here for the next 24 hours. And they're like, yeah, well, I got it hard. It's like, I'm telling you, I must be hardcore because like my wife and kids are just like, oh, you're on a train. It's going to take you 24 hours. Oh, okay. We need the ticket. Oh, now they're going to scrutinize me. The police. Oh, wait a minute. Jeju Tien Bade. What happened? Down to 4 people. 4 people are watching a stream like this. Jesus Christ. This is terrible. Well, I should have like fucking thousands of people watching this shit. Seriously. If it was me, I'd watch this shit all day long. Honestly, if there was somebody that I found that was doing this shit, I'd watch it all day long. I mean, if it was a guy in Africa or Kingsley Holgate or some fucking really cool guy in, not that I'm cool, but some cool guy in Asia, I'd definitely be watching it. Look at this. I mean, I know it's a little bumpy, but imagine what my fucking bowels feel like right now. Oh, man. My bladder is like floating all around. It's not used to all these bumps. Yeah. Anyway. You know, they got the police walking around here, which is pretty funny because they don't, now, I mean, in the old days, they would have come right after me with the fucking video camera running. Now they just look and laugh and smile. It's great. Pretty great. And, you know, I managed to buy a data pack here in Myanmar, and you know how much it cost? It was like 20,000 chat, so what is that? $17. It cost me $17 for 15 gigabytes of data. 15 gigabytes. The one in Thailand was 10 gigabytes, and it was like $67. So the data packs, the data service is a lot cheaper here than it is elsewhere. I think a lot of people are sleeping right now. In the United States and, you know, like Australia, people are sleeping, which is why there's not very many people on here. It's a damn shame. I mean, honestly, not that I'm tooting my own horn. No, Nanda's not coming with me. No, he's got shit to do. He's a busy guy, man. Really, he is. He's busy. He's got fucking 8 kids living with him. Well, 9 kids with his own. Yeah, you see, I knew it was like, let's see, it would be 6:15. It would be 7:15 in Thailand. So that would be 7:15, 4:15. Yeah. So yeah. Oh man, we're starting to bump a lot now. Better take the seasick medicine. I get sick like Alex. I mean, but really, I call my family up and it's like, what are you doing? Dishes. Everything all right? Fine. Call the wife up. I think the wife is happy. I'm just calling her. And then I'm saying, what the hell? Aren't you happy to hear from me? Yeah. Everything's good. So what about this? What about that? You know, and she starts with the questions. I'm like, I thought you would be thrilled to talk to me. It's like I talk to you every day. You know, it says I got a bad connection right now. I'm operating on 3G, but we're in the middle of the fucking, still in the middle of the city somewhere. And the only reason I'm streaming you know, usually I stream because I feel like interacting with people. Maybe I'll make a little money. Maybe I can promote something. You know, the only reason I'm doing it now, I mean, to be completely honest, I'm all alone here. I don't. My buddy Nanda's gone. You know, it's like, it's all right. I got my internet friends. Thank you, Charles. Thank you once again. You're a gem. I don't know if you know, but when I was in the Air Force, me and my guys, okay, I will, Elmar, for sure. When I was in the Air Force, I used to hang out with a bunch of guys, and we all had shirts made that said the Pakalolo Kids, and we had a little shaka bra, you know, shaka sign from, it was the Tasmanian devil doing the shaka, like hang loose, you know. And then on the front, we were aircraft mechanics. It said aircraft mechanics know how to use their tool. It was a pretty good shirt. I hated to see that shirt fall apart when it finally did, but that was because one of the guys was Hawaiian. So yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, hopefully I can fall asleep here, but you know, it's not even for me, it's not really conducive to sleeping. Maybe I can watch some movies or something. I'm hoping I can get on to Netflix or something and fucking watch movies. I'll be out in the middle of the Burmese jungle watching fucking Netflix. That's funny, man. Yeah, well, no air conditioning. I was hoping for a sleeper car. And then, of course, you know, Nanda is kind of like, you know, you got to get... Here's the thing about Nanda. Nanda's a fantastic dude. Everything is good with him. He's got a heart of gold. But, like, if you don't ask him for information, he won't tell you. And I was like, Nanda, I want to go to Yei, you know, so, like, what's the deal with the ticket? He goes, I don't think foreigners can go there. They send them all the way to Malamyain. And then you have to take a minivan or you take another train. And I said, well, I don't really want to do that. I want to just take the direct train. He goes, okay, I'll see what I can do. You know, because he wants me to be happy. So he's like, whatever you want, I'll do it. So he went, got the ticket all the way to Yei, and he's like, they don't really let foreigners go there. I mean, not many foreigners take the direct train. And I was like, that's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. And then, you know, when we got here, it's like, they're not sure if it's going to take 12 hours or 13 hours or 14 hours. Maybe it's going to take, like, until tomorrow night. And it was like, I showed the guy a ticket. I show the guy a ticket when I'm walking in. He goes, yeah, you go straight ahead. He goes, right there. And it was like the fucking third class. And it was like the third class he was pointing at. And I go, Nanda, you didn't get me a ticket for third class, did you? And he goes, no, I got you a better ticket than that. I was like, okay. Did this guy give me the ticket back? Yeah, he did give me the ticket back. Where did I fucking put it? I lost the ticket. Need to buy another ticket. All right, here I got a view for you guys. This should be nice. You can barely see it right now. Fuck, it's got covered up. There's the pagoda right there. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it's getting covered up by the trees, but right there you can barely see it through the trees. Pretty nice. Beautiful country, man. Gotta make sure I got my ticket. Fuck, I can't find my ticket. Here, is this it? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Shoot. It's good to be able to laugh, though. this is preparation for the Africa trip. And, you know, for the all the fucking huge number of people here, the 7 people here, you know, I am going to do tours. It's going to happen. It is going to happen. But I don't want to do little shit tours. I'm not trying to get people over here for $300 or something like that, you know. Not that it's a money-making endeavor. I mean, that's not the main intention of it. I mean, obviously I have to make money. But the main intention is to take people where people don't usually go. And, you know, I was talking it over to somebody today, and he said, well, that's not a simple trip. People might not want to do that. It's probably better just to do a real simple trip. You get there, they go to one place that's a couple hours away, they stay there, they have a great time, okay, that's it. Because most people, you know, the problem with Myanmar is that everything's a fucking pain in the ass to get there. You either fly there, and if you can't fly there, or you're not allowed to fly there, or whatever it is, I gotta fix this. Fuck. Then, I mean, you know, it's like you've got to take, you might have to take a tuk-tuk, and then take a little truck, and then you get on a plane, you fly a plane, then you got to take a van, then you got to take a fucking, you know, 4-wheel drive, then you got to walk, then you got to take a motorcycle. It's a fucking pain in the ass. But for those who really want a little bit of adventure in their life, that's what it's all about, you know. But now you see how much I'm bumping up and down. Jesus. What do you got there? Oh, you know, I mean, like, I keep saying that I'm going to pack lighter and lighter, but I've got a laptop bag, I've got a bag with my gear in it, and I've got a bag with all my clothes and everything else that won't fit. What I need is, I need a little backpack that I can just put, like, my camera, and I'm actually thinking maybe I need to buy that fucking Sony, whatever the fuck it's called, the Sony RX5, like it or not, because that thing will do everything. So all I need is one camera. That's it. You put it on 1080 so it doesn't overheat. You don't, I mean, you know, like I took some GoPro footage on the train this morning, and the train footage was fantastic. So it's great to have everything that you need. It is definitely really good to have extra gear when you need it. But, you know, when you're the only one like me, it's such a bitch to carry around, man. And to keep track of. I got fucking 30 cables. Now, realistically, I got about a dozen cables. You know, charging cables, plugs, and all kinds of shit. I got, you know, 10 batteries. I got, you know, it's just, I don't need it. What I need is fucking 2 pairs of shorts, or a pair of shorts that you can, a pair of pants you can zip off, and there are a pair of shorts, like 3 shirts, and one of them is a long sleeve shirt, you know, and underwear. That's really all I want. That's what I want to carry. And like a Sony camera, it's the only camera. Because, you know, other than that, it's like, I mean, even now, I'm like, what the fuck did I bring all this shit with me for? So that I can make better videos. But you know what? If I can't make good videos with one little camera, then I shouldn't be, you know, one camera should be enough. So, my fucking eyes, man. Exhausted. Look at this. It's gonna make me take a piss, man. This chick's got the right idea, though. Check this out. Oh, yeah. It's an adventure. That's the whole gig, you know. It's an adventure. It's an experience. That's what it is, really. I mean, I don't really call this adventurous, although it is in a way. It is definitely an experience to remember, which is what I like. Ew, whoa, underwear. fuck that. Although I will tell you what, in the mountain where I want to go, where I want the tour to go. First of all, it's a bitch to get there, and you got to, you know, there's trekking involved. You know, if you want, you could make it a 3 to 5 day trek. I don't know that people really want that much. Most people. Shit. But it is cold. You know, that's the thing about Myanmar, is that it's very, very hot, but it gets cold as fuck up in the, you know, like in some of the areas. You freeze your balls off if you don't have a long sleeve shirt. Look at this. Ribs. I was getting ready to listen to some music, and I put the headphones in, and I went, fuck it, I'll do a little stream. Another 10 minutes. And everybody gets to see me, you know, in the good and the bad times. With a motorbike. Well, that would be a hell of a tour. There are some places actually, like where I'm going in Ye, there's a guy waiting for me. He's an American guy with a Burmese wife. The guy is waiting for me. I emailed him today. And for all I know, he could be watching the stream. But supposedly he has, you know, motorbikes to rent. They're like 20 bucks a day or something like that, 25 bucks a day. They're not cheap. But, you know, you go out, you drive around, and you get to go see the country. You know, I mean, like, you'd never get to see it elsewhere. And I rode on the back of a trishaw yesterday, you know, and it was a little uncomfortable, but I slapped my GoPro on there. I got a little clamp that you clamp onto the handlebars, and you put the camera on there, and you face it forward, you face it to the driver, you face it backwards, and I'm telling you, it came up with some great footage. The train footage was fantastic. So Vietnam maybe in the future, but you know, I don't really know. Vietnam is one of the places I really don't know very well. And the idea, you know, listen, it's nice to have a tour, and people, you know, they get to come and they travel along with me, but it's a business, you know what I mean? So I have to think about what do I know best, where are my best connections, and those two places are, well, actually there's three. There's Myanmar, Cambodia, and Indonesia. But Indonesia, I mean, I need a couple more trips there to get a little more season there. You know, I've only been there 7 or 8 times, and I do know some people there, but they're not, and my wife does also. But, you know, I really know, like, I know Myanmar pretty well. It's amazing, all the words are starting to come back to me. How to speak in Burmese. And Burmese and Cambodian, I want to learn how to speak those languages better, so that if I take people somewhere, you know. And Chinese is always a good one, because you can't go wrong, you know, learning a little bit of Chinese. So, and I only know about 3 words or 2 words. So, look at this, Jesus Christ, man. How the hell can anybody sleep in this shit? Even me, I sleep in anything, and I'm like, holy shit. Shishi, yeah, I know shishi, kampai, or kampai. Train's hauling ass now, it's probably a lot of wind. I can't believe how cheap it was for this fucking data package. It's unbelievable, really. When you think you get a data package for 17 bucks or whatever it was, $16, $17, and it's 15 gigs, and then in Thailand it's 10 gigs, and it costs like 4 times as much. I need to listen to some soothing music. Oh. Anyway, big excitement. Google Fi? What the fuck is Google Fi? Is there really a Google Fi? You pay, what is it you pay? $10? 10 bucks a gigabyte. Ooh. You get a world SIM card though. Fuck, I need one of those, man. Although, I mean, I could have renewed my Thai, filled up my Thai SIM card. I mean, I have time on my SIM card, but I don't have 2,000 baht, I guess, and that's what it costs. So if I put some money on my phone, I could have got renewed the pack, but I was like, it's gonna cost me up the ass by the time I'm done. Little breath spray. Starting to get shit mouth, camel mouth, camel shit mouth. Yeah. Oh man. Jesus, I'm bumping up and down like I'm riding a Bronco. A Brahma bull. Look at that, smoking, no smoking, penalties apply. I'm really surprised how they've turned things around. And I was surprised that Nanda said to me, the new government is anti-corruption. He said, they don't fuck around, man. They find out somebody is corrupt, they vilify them. They really throw the book at them. So maybe things have turned around at least somewhat, you know. He's a lot happier now than he was many years ago. Because I mean, I knew him when he was struggling, man, and now he's doing pretty well. I mean, you know, so good for him. Fuck, you know what? I don't have any. I wish I had Into the Great Wide Open by Tom Petty on my phone right now, because I'd be listening to it. Yeah, that's right. I like Tom Petty. It's too bad that he passed away, you know. But he was a good musician. I just heard, yeah, he's actually, what it is he's got 8 girls living there from the village that he takes care of. A couple of them work in hotels, and then a couple of them are students. Oh fuck, no way. Man, I want to relax. I don't want to hear none of that fucking techno shit. I can't handle that. I got to be in the mood for it, you know. Unless I'm on like some acid, then maybe. And that's been a long time since I've ever done that stuff. Just so you know, that explains why I am the way that I am. Must have been the fucking 400 hits of LSD I did when I was in the Air Force. That was when Purple Microdot and Goofy was around. Oh, God. I can't stand fucking techno music. I mean, it just doesn't do anything. I mean, you know, like, there's got to be some kind of a rhythm and a beat to it. You know, I mean, sometimes, you know, it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But, like, right now, fuck that. I want peace. I don't want fucking noise. Here we go. That's the good thing, is they're always selling shit here. The bad thing is you don't know if the shit you're eating is gonna fucking destroy your stomach. Thank you, Reginald Commander. It's nice that I make a little money doing this. Sometimes, you know, like my wife just wrote me back and she's like, I'm just tired. It's not that I don't care, I don't love you. I'm just tired. It's, you know, she's like laying there. She's cleaned out, you know, Nicholas has been bothering us to clean out our storage room so that he has his own little room. He doesn't want to have a room with Alex anymore. He's like, Alex is difficult to sleep with because he always has the light on, he stays up late, he's playing guitar, he's playing video games, he's noisy. He's like, I can't sleep, I don't like it. So he's been bothering us, my wife mainly, because she's got all her shit in this one room. He's been bothering us to clean it out, so she finally cleaned out the room. It took her all day, and she's exhausted. So, you know, I'm like, that's no excuse. When I call you, you must be excited. Of course, you know, my kids are like, yeah, you know, what's up, Daddy? I really would like I would like to, for 8 hours and miss my flight. All right, Elmar, take it easy. I'll email you once I get back, and yeah, I've got all your information about the landmark and everything, so everything's cool one way or the other. But I should be back on the 7th, so have a good flight. But I actually would like to I would like to take Nicholas. I would like to take Nicholas and Alex on separate trips alone, and then take them together, and then take my wife, and actually, like, you know, tell my wife, you know, because my wife is Thai. They don't always get along with Burmese, but I can convince her to mellow the fuck out, because she's on a trip, and especially if we stay in a decent hotel. I'd like to take a couple of trips, one with the whole family, one with Alex, one with Nicholas, and then one with just Alex and Nicholas. It would be nice to do that, because I think it would expand their horizons greatly. Actually, I haven't gained any weight. I'm the same fucking weight I've been for like 5 years. I need to lose weight, but so what? So do a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, you know, we went to the United States, and we went all over Thailand, and Nicholas has been to, or Alex has been to Macau and to Singapore. So they've taken a few trips, but you know what? It's always good when you, I always remember just things like going to the movies alone with my father. Just me and Dad going to go see a shark movie. We went to go see Blue Water, White Death, which was like a documentary at the time. And to this day, I remember, you know, and it was like, yeah, you know, yeah, it's always good when, you know, when they have, you know, they have something good to do with their father, you know. But speaking of boxers, what was the guy's name? He was a good little boxer, Hawaiian guy. I think his name was Jesus Salud. There's been a lot of guys, you know, Brian Valori, the Filipino Hawaiian guy. But Jesus Salud is a guy that I really remember. He was a tough son of a bitch, man. He's a tough little guy, you know. Oh, you know him? Yeah. You know, I know a guy, I think he's in Oahu, or Wahiawa, that's where he was. His name is Perry, and his last name is Kia, K-E-A. And you know, he's the only guy out of our group that I haven't been able to find. I found everybody else that I was in the service with, and I haven't been able to find him. Well, there's one other guy, but really the main group, he's the only guy. You know, but he was the kind of guy that you like, you know, once you don't see him, he's not going to go out of his way to find you. He's not, you know, he's just fucking laid back, man. He's, you know, I'd like to see him. If I found him, that would be a good reason, you know, that would be one good reason to go to Hawaii, you know, for sure. I'm always looking for reasons to travel. What's this guy got? No, I don't want none of that shit. No. Oh, that's right. Fuck, you know what? If I still have the internet, I could get the fight on UFC. I could get it on a Fight Pass. I could be sitting on this train watching the fight, man. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I got the shit beat out of me when I was little by a guy who, his body reminds me of BJ Penn's. He wasn't all that big, but he was really stout and strong. And, you know, I hit the guy a couple of times, and he was a wrestler. I hit the guy a couple of times, and he laughed. And he was smaller than me. He laughed, and then he beat the shit out of me. And my mother was like, he's so much smaller than you. How did he beat you up? And I was like, that fucking guy's tough as shit, man. He gave me two black eyes. I wouldn't want to fight BJ Penn, man. You know, another guy, I don't know if I'd want to fight him, is Sonny Garcia. Now that we're talking about Hawaii. He's a little older now. Maybe he's mellowed. But when he was young, I wouldn't have wanted to fuck with him for, no, you know, not unless you have to. Hawaiians are usually pretty tough, you know. Yeah, I started doing that too. And, you know, then the next thing I knew, I was like walking around for a couple of days. I couldn't think straight. I couldn't see straight. I would hear, you know, like the buzzing in my ears. When I lived in LA, in Fullerton, I used to go and train with these guys. They were all, you know, Arturo Davila. What the fuck was his name? Not Davila. What the fuck was his name? Arturo Frias. He fought Ray Boom Boom Mancini a lot. He was world champion. Then he lost to Boom Boom. And then there was a bunch of guys, but just, I mean, I used to get the shit beat out of me by these guys because I was only like 20 at the time, and you know, I had only been boxing like 3-4 years, and these guys just beat the fuck out of me. But it made me tough, you know. I mean, yeah. Well, nowadays, you know, a lot of younger guys, because they watch the UFC, they have an idea of how to counter things, you know. Like I taught my kids straight away that if anybody tries to get a headlock on you, to tuck your chin, you know, to turn into them and those kind of things. You know, I did do some shoot boxing a long time ago, Japanese shoot boxing. So I learned some of the basics, but you know, like now I don't want to fight anymore. Fuck, man. I don't want to fight anybody. I don't want any problems. I like just being mellow, you know? Yeah, answer the phone. I'd hear the ringing in my ear and I'd be like, answer the fucking phone. There was a couple times when I heard like ringing in my ears for like 3 or 4 days. And even now, I mean, you know, like sometimes I think to myself, I wonder if me getting the shit beat out of me that one day, there was a Tongan guy that he was in the Olympics. His name was Lisi something. He was about 165 pounds, and at the time it was about 147. And I went 9 rounds with him in the gym in sparring. He just beat the fuck out of me. But he's like, "You gonna give up? When are you gonna give up?" And I'm like, "I ain't gonna give up. Fuck you, motherfucker." And I'd be like, I was bleeding and shit. And I was like, "Fuck you, I'm not gonna give up." You know, of course I was like, "Fuck, I want this guy to go away, man. Just go away." And he'd let me hit him, and I just hit him and hit him and hit him, and he didn't give a fuck. And after that, I don't think I was ever the same. I was like, man, that guy, he looked like he was fucking 250 pounds to me inside that ring. He was all muscle, just dense as shit. Big, long fucking arms, and he just wailed on me, man. And I was like, fuck. I got the shit beat out of me a lot in the gym. Steve Quinones, he's another guy. He fought Mickey Ward. He got knocked out, but he fought a lot of guys. He fought Joel Diaz, who used to be champion at lightweight. I think he lost to Sugar. Was it Sugar Shane Mosley that he lost to? I got in the ring with him. He hit me with a fucking body shot, man, and I thought I was gonna piss myself. He hit me. What was it? A right or a left? I think it was a left, like a left. Left to the fucking kidney, like to the fucking, what was it, left or? No, he's a southpaw. He hit me with a right hook to the fucking kidney. Yeah, Joel Diaz is a good, he's got Antonio Diaz as his brother, and he was a really good fighter. His fucking nose is completely gone, but, and that's the area where Timothy Bradley came out of and everything. They're all a lot of tough guys there. I just went in there because I was a little bit older then. I went in and I just started training. Guys were like, hey, you can box a little, and I was like, thank you. Can I get in there and spar with you? And then I got in and sparred with him. I was like, oh fuck, now I feel my age, There's always somebody better out there, Oh, does he? I knew he coached some guys, but I didn't know who. I should actually do that. I should fucking watch that fight. I can get that fight. I can, as long as the connection hangs, keeps going. I can get fight on Fight Pass, and I just let the membership expire because I was like, I'm going to be gone, and I'm going to go to Cambodia when I get back for. I think I can only go for 5 or 6 days, but I'm going to go there. And I thought, I'm not gonna watch it. But now I'm like, you know what? It might be good to get the car to be watching the fucking show in the train. I mean, that's so fucking awesome, In the middle of Burma, I'm watching the fight, That's fucking awesome. Oh fuck, Holloway is fighting that rematch, right? Against the Brazilian dude. I forgot about that. He's going to beat the fuck out of the guy again. Once you get beat like that a couple of times, that's it. Yeah, once you get beat like that, his time is gone. Although, he's gone, Hey, food travel dude. Dennis. See, you're up here. You know what? I just was sitting here and I'm like, I'm the only foreigner on this whole fucking train. Yeah, well, and like I said, I honestly believe his time he's a little bit past, and Max Holloway is young and hungry as fuck, and he can fight. I think Aldo's gonna have a hard time the second time around, So. Yeah, I'm on the train. Fucking A. I'm on the train. I've been, they told me it's going to be 13 hours, and then Nanda goes, well, they're not sure if it's going to be 13 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours. It might even take you until tomorrow night. He's like, but their information is not always correct. Sometimes they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And then the thing is that when I first came in, I gave the ticket, and the old man goes, yeah, there's your car right there, and it was third class. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to go if I'm on third class. I just don't want to. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit on the floor with a bunch of fucking other Burmese, like smiling at them and shit. I mean, I like being around people, but I like a little comfort now and then. I think I've earned it. So, where's my water at? I do have some water, though. Thankfully. I'll tell you what, it gives you a new appreciation for Thai trains. What happened to Fidelity Quester? if you're out there, Fidelity Quester, I'm bouncing like a motherfucker. I think I'll be bouncing for the next 2 years, man. This thing's bouncing so much. I mean, honestly, it's bouncing a lot. See if I can drink my water. Like I keep saying, it's an adventure. Let's see if I can do this. Now, dropping it on me. This is high class. It's the upper class. That's what they call it, the upper class. It's not the ordinary class. It's not the upper class. And it's not first, I mean, it's not the first class, it's upper class, which is actually first class. Shit. Let me just tell you something. No, this is, I think it was like $7. Something like that, $6. Loud now, man. I can't even hear myself. Jesus Christ. I get off in a place called Ye, Y-E. It's about 12 to 24 hours away. But there's nobody sitting next to me. 12 to 24 hours. Tack. I'm in fucking Burma, man. I'm going south to Ye, Y-E, which is a little bit close to Dawei, which is about 5 hours from the border of Kanchanaburi, and it might even be closer to Mae Sot. If I can get a cheap flight from Mae Sot, I might just cut across and go to Mae Sot instead of Kanchanaburi, and then fly home, because it'll take me an hour, whereas taking a train will take me, it's gonna take me another fucking 18 hours, you know, to go from the border all the way to Bangkok. By the time I get home, it's gonna take me 18 hours. I mean, I like adventure, but I don't particularly like traveling for fucking, you know, 36 hours straight. Although I did fly, I flew from Bangkok to, what the fuck was the name of that city? Georgetown, Guyana. I was like the only white guy in the whole country. Serious. Fucking Georgetown, Guyana. And it took me 44 hours to get there. What a motherfucker that was. I stopped in like 3 different countries. But I got to fly first class part of the way. Got to fly first class part of the way and business class part of the way. I was really lucky. Because, let me tell you, it sucked. That was a hell of a flight. I never want to do that again. This is actually pretty comfortable. The chairs are comfortable. It's just the bouncing around that gets you. I mean, there's nothing here, but you, I mean, my leg, look at my, I mean, I got, where am I at? I got all this room. Well, there's no restaurant, there's no like set menu or anything, but there are vendors walking around. So if you need some food, you just go, yeah, I want that. Give me an apple. But I really don't want to eat much, because before I left, I was like, I think I need to take a dump. I told Nanda, why is it? Well, shit. Oh. I told him, I said, why is it that every time I go somewhere, poor connection. Why is it every time I go somewhere and like I've got to be out the door at 6 o'clock, at fucking 5:55, I feel like I need to take a shit. And then I can't shit. So that's what happened today. And I was like going, come on, Is it gonna come? Am I ready? What's gonna, you know, what's the deal? And I just said, no, I'm not gonna. So that means there ain't no way I'm taking a shit in this train. I'll shit out the window before. Yeah, well, see, the thing is, if I eat right now and I'm here until tomorrow and I eat a burger, it's gonna make me want to shit even more. And you don't know about the food, because some of the food is rather oily. The chicken burger I had the other night, oh, fuck me. Look at this shit. Hey, fidelity question. Oh, now I'm live. The fucking connection is going in and out now, it looks like. Wow. I got plenty of water. Well, I got 2 bottles and I can get more from guys. Once I get down to 1 bottle, I'll buy another. Yeah, well, you know, I'm starting to get out of ways from Yangon, and I'm wondering if the 3G is not working so good anymore. When it goes out, and I'm not going to have it anymore. That's why I'm streaming right now. I was like, you know what? I'll stream one more time, and if I can stream when I get there, great. Otherwise, I'll be taking video. You know, I do want to take some video with the GoPro on a motorcycle. You know, I want to meet like little old ladies and little old men with no teeth smoking cheroots. That's exactly what I like, you know. Yeah, that's a Mayababu. Mishibu, Mayababu. Meshibu, Mayabibu. Oh, you know, Nanda taught me about 30 words in Burmese when I first came here, and I wrote them all down, and I remembered them, and I started getting better because I was coming. I used to come to Myanmar. I'd come like every 4 or 5 months. And all that stuff is starting to come back now. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Yeah, you would not want to be on this train with your back the way that it is. It's. I mean, I feel for some reason my fucking ribs are killing me on my right side. I don't know what happened, but and I really feel it now. So maybe I should put this right here. That'll be better. Fuck. I mean, you see me fucking floating around here. All right, what's this guy got here? What do you got there? Let me see. What do you got? Hey, come here. Let me see what you got here. Oh, no, I don't want none of that shit. My yababu. Fucking dried up old dirty fish. That's what it looked like.